"You don't talk much." Ever heard that before? Or maybe someone said it about you. But here's the truth. Most people get it completely wrong. It's not that you can't talk, it's that you choose not to in the wrong environment. If you've ever felt like you're quiet in one place, but a totally different person somewhere else, more confident, more expressive, even louder, then this is for you. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might change how you see yourself. And if this hits home, make sure you subscribe, because we're breaking down real psychology that most people never talk about. Here's the reality. Being quiet isn't a personality flaw. It's a response. Communication isn't just about who you are, it's about where you are and who you're with. When the vibe feels off, forced conversations, fake energy, people trying too hard, you don't lean in, you pull back. Not because you're awkward, but because you're aware. Psychology calls this social filtering. Some people are selective about where they spend their energy. Even without realizing it, they're asking themselves, is this worth it? Do I feel comfortable here? Are these people real? If the answer is no, they hold back. But with the right people, everything shifts. They open up, joke, share freely, and suddenly people say, "You were so quiet before." It's not inconsistency, it's context. Another big factor is feeling safe. People open up when they know they won't be judged, ignored, or misunderstood. If there's even a chance their words will be twisted or dismissed, they'd rather stay silent. Not out of weakness, but out of self-protection. And for many, this comes from experience, being interrupted, overlooked, or not taken seriously. Over time, they learn not every space deserves their voice. They're also very aware of energy. They can sense when a conversation is draining or meaningless. Instead of forcing interaction, they choose to protect their energy. Silence for them is better than walking away feeling exhausted. Authenticity plays a huge role too. They don't fake interest. They don't laugh just to blend in. If the connection isn't real, they won't pretend it is. And because of that, they're often misunderstood. People may think they're shy, unfriendly, or arrogant, but it's not ego or fear. It's alignment. They connect where it feels right and step back where it doesn't. They also tend to observe before they speak. In new environments, they watch how people behave, how they treat others, and how conversations flow. They're figuring out the space before deciding how much of themselves to show. That's why, when they do speak, it's intentional. They don't talk just to fill silence. They talk when it actually matters. Another truth. They don't need everyone to like them. They're okay being misunderstood if it means staying real. They'd rather be themselves with a few people than change who they are to impress many. The downside is people often make wrong assumptions because they don't explain themselves, and they usually don't bother correcting them. For them, silence isn't awkward, it's natural. They're comfortable with both. They don't measure connection by how much is said, but by how genuine it feels. And here's what most people miss. When a quiet person speaks, it usually means something. They've thought it through. They've decided it matters. That's why their words often carry weight. So when someone says, "You don't talk much," they're only seeing one side of the story. They see a version of that person in a space where they don't feel fully comfortable or understood. Because the truth is, quiet people aren't quiet either. They're just
spaces where they can truly be themselves. Some people don't talk much because they have nothing to say, but because they've learned that the environment can silence even the most expressive voice.